Hi friends. My today's class is today's topic is the about of the what is information technology and what is computer, what are the computer functions, and what is characteristics. Everything I will discuss on this in this topic. So let's start. Okay. So if you like this video and so please subscribe and please comment on the box. Okay, let's start a topic. So, first of all, this is the introduction to the information technology, and in the subjects, IT. IT means it's information technology. So, before IT, I will discuss on the what is computer in our day-to-day life. Computer is everything for our life. And using this computer, using mobile phones, and all are doing everything. Okay. So a computer is an electronic device that can read, write, store, and retrieve data easily and quickly. That means computer is an electronic device that manipulates the information or data, and it has the ability to store the data, input the data, and processing the data. Okay, and so one more thing, what's computer the full form? What the computer full form? So means what is the computer full form? The common operated common operated machine, particularly used in technical and educational research. Okay, this is the full form of the computer. Your computer is an operating computer is an electronic device. Computer is an electronic device, and this is the computer full form is the common oriented machine particularly used in technical and educational research. Okay, and in other words, computer is an electronic device that processes data and performs task based on a set of instructions. That means that instruction is called as program. So simple instruction means it's a program. Okay, and the computer has four functions. Okay, the computer has four functions. And what are the functions and what is the basic things of the computer? What is the basic things of the computer? Okay, that means computer will be also input the data and it will be processed and again it will be gives the output. Okay, that means first of all input the data. First of all, I also input the data. Okay. After that, when it will be inputted, okay. After that, it will be processed. After that, it will be process the data. It will be process the data. And after it will be produces the result. It will be produces the result. That means it's output the data. Okay. And this is the things input, output, and process. Okay. Input, output, and process. So the computer has four basic functions. Means input the data, output the data, storage the data, and processing the data. Okay. And a computer is designed to execute operations. That means computer is execute the informations that will be assigned applications and provides a variety of solutions through the hardware and software components. Okay, so it works with the help of programs. So it works with the help of programs and it represents the decimal numbers through the binary digits. Binary digits means that means it's a two-bit digit that is 0 and 1. So simple, it's a binary digit means it's a 0 and 1. That is a computer understandable form. Means machine understandable language. This is not user understandable language. It's a machine understandable language that is binary bit digits. So it also has a memory Computer is also a memory that stores the data, programs, and processing the results. Okay, these are the functions. And the components of the computers is a machinery that includes wires, circuits, transistors, hard disks, everything. So these are called hardware. Okay, and that means the term computer is derived from the Latin word computari. Means it's to calculate. That means it's to calculates everything. Okay, so Charles Babbage is the father of the computer. Who is the father of computer? So Charles Babbage is the father of computer, and he has been known as the inventor of the analytical engines. And this analytical engines contains alpha. This analytical engines used ALU. ALU means arithmetic, arithmetic logic unit. Before I will describe everything discussed. Okay, arithmetic logic unit ALU and the analytical engine contains ALU and basic flow of the data controls and integrated memory. Okay, so later I will discuss. So these are the computer functions. Whenever it will be in, first of all, we will be input the data, then will be store the data, processing the data, and output the data. First, I will be input everything the data, then it will be processed. After that, will be storage. After that, it will be gives the results. Okay. So next is the information technology. Information. What is information technology? Means information technology means IT. IT stands for information technology. That means it is the branch of computer science which deals with tools and technique as it's considered to store the data and retrieving the data in various methods. So that means computer information technology is the branch of computer science. Okay, so it deals with various tools and various techniques. So as it is considered as to store the data and retrieve the data in the various methods. So there are more of the characteristics of the IT. IT are different characteristics. So first characteristic of the speed. Okay, so speed. What is speed? Speed means so it's a process of the data. Means it's a high speed. Simple. A computer works at a high speed, which means a computer is capable of solving 10 lakhs of calculations within a few seconds. 10 lakhs calculations within few seconds. So computer is used everywhere. This is speedable machine. Okay. Accuracy. Accuracy means what? That means a computer is capable of producing the correct results for the correct input. The correct results for the correct input. And so we can say that a computer is an accurate machine. Simply we can say computer is an accurate machine. It's the correct form of the machine. So if we will be provide the wrong data, then the computer will be generate the incorrect output. Yes or no? So, otherwise, computers always produces accurate information or accurate results. So, this is the accuracy. Next, another one is the storage. That means it will be capable for storing huge amount of data for the future use, future purpose of the use. That is, it means it has a storing capacity. It has a storage memory. Okay, so that means the memory contains this data stored in the different storage locations such as RAM, random access memory, ROM, read-only memory, hard disk, etc. Everything will be stored in the, it will be used for the storage. It's a memory location. It will be stored the data. Okay. And computer is a versatile machine. That means computer is a versatile machine. So that means a computer can perform instructed tasks what you will be give the task and they will be give the continuous period without any break. Okay, human being will be tired but computer never becomes tired. So computer is used in different application areas. For example, railway, banking, hospital, school, college, every offices, they will be used computers. So it's the versatile machine. Okay. So diligence. Okay. So what is diligence? The computer does not get tired or bored. Okay, from doing any operations for a longer period of times, but human beings becomes tired for doing any jobs for a longer period of times. So computer is capable of performing any task with a constant speed and accurate manner for a longer period of time, for a longer period of time. Okay, so this is the diligence, and next one is the reliable. Next topic is the next one is reliable. That means reliable means an always versatile. Reliable means it's an always available. Computer is capable of performing any task or jobs in a reliable manner. So which means the computer handles many complex calculations and produces correct results. So computer is a reliable device. That means it is capable of any type of task or any type of job. So that is reliable manner. Next one is the retrieve data and information. So means it is capable of retrieving any information or data from the storage location at the time of requirements. So whenever it will be our requirements, so it will be produces the results, and that will be produces and that will be produced for the processing, and it gives the results and it gives informations. Okay, and next one is the automation. What is automation? So the computer is capable for performing any operation, any type of work, or any type of operations in an automatic manner. So without the interference of the human being during these operations, so that means one instruction is given to the computer, so it will perform any operations automatically and produces the results. Okay. So after that, consistency. What is consistency? It's a consistent manner. Means it performs the task or operations in a consistent manner. That what mean? That means it means it produces the correct output when gives the correct input. Okay, when given the correct input. When it will be given the correct input, they will be produces the correct output. When it will give the wrong input, they will be produces the wrong output. Okay. So after that, availability. Availability means it will be accessible every time on all the users and all the times they will be used. Okay. So information should be accessible to the users at all time. That is availability. And timeliness means, so that means the information should be available at the right times or when the user needs it. That is timeliness. Okay. And the next I will discuss what is data. What is data? Data means it's a raw fact and figure. Data means it's a collection of raw facts and figures. That means, in other words, so data is the collection of unprocessed facts, symbols, images, and etc. So data has no meaning. Okay, so data should be processed or interpreted by a human being or a machine. It will be interpreted. Also, data can be appear in the different forms such as audio, video, pictures, symbols, letters, numbers, graphics, image. Everything it will be says in one data. Okay. For examples, we will be write name, roll number. Okay, so it is an example of data and subject. This is a data. Means one of the name is SS and the roll number is 50 and subject is the 80. So data is of two types. What is the data? The data is of two types. What are the types? Data is the two types. What are the types? Okay. Now data is the collection of raw facts and figures. In data is the collection of unprocessed facts. Okay. So data is of two types. That means one is simple data, another is a complex data. Simple data means what is simple data and what is complex data? Okay. So simple data contains different letters and numbers. Different letters and numbers is the simple data. Okay. And what are the complex data? It's little bit difficult to do the complex data. And that means complex data is different audio, video, image, graphics. That the things will be known as your complex data. So next up part form is the information. One of the is data, another is the information. What is information? The process data or facts are known as information. Okay, you understand? So in other words, information is the interpreted data. Okay, so information is any kind of experience, which means information helps to increase our knowledge or it carries some meaning. Okay, and suppose and the data means it has no meaning, everything will be stored in this data. So they will be, whenever it will be processed, whenever it will be processed. So that means it increases our knowledge and it carries some meaning. So that is known as information. Suppose I will give the example is one is name, roll number, and IT. As is 50 IT. What do you understand? Suppose it will be described, okay, in one word. So as they secure 50 marks in the subject of IT, that will be the informations. That is the information. So it's the same question is the one of the question is the difference between data and information. So it will be described. So that is the things of data. What is the data and what is informations? Okay, and data is the raw factor figures. On it is the unprocessed fact. So data is the representation of information. So that are the all organized facts, symbols, or numbers. Or for example, is this thing. So data is an abstract fact. Okay, and information is the processed data or processed fact. So information is the interpreted data. Information has some meaning. Okay, so information is the any kind of knowledge that is derived from experience. In our experience, that will be derived. So that is contains information. So in this example, the marks secured by a student is the information. Okay, got it? So information is the facts are organized to give some meaning. That is the information. That is the difference between data and information. And the next one is the what is data processing system? What is the data processing system? Okay, data processing can be defined as it is a series of operations or steps that helps to convert data into useful informations. And one of the series of operation or step of the operations, it will be converted one step to another step. Okay, and in other words, one another meaning. So data processing is the process of manipulating data in a predefined manner. Okay, so the whole data processing steps or operations can be handled by a system is known as data processing system. That will be a operation, is a step of operation is known as data processing system. Okay, so a data processing system contains different activities and different hardware and software associated that activities both using hardware and software. Without hardware and without software, what? How data will be processed and how data will be stored and how data will be manipulated, how data will be retrieved. Okay, and using the hardware and software, so everything will be associated in these activities and will be contains the data processing system. Okay, so what is hardware and what is software? So hardware is the physical part of the component. That means this is touchable, movable. Okay, keyboard, mouse, for examples, keyboard, mouse, monitor, CPU, UPS, everything. One of the which one is the touchable movable? This one is hardware. Okay, and next one is software. What is software? The software is the logical part of the components. Software is the logical part of the components that can be touched. Okay, that cannot be touched, that cannot be touched or moved. Okay, but we can feel it. Means our operating system, compiler, interpreter, every types of languages, okay, and every type of application is known as a software. Okay, so after that I will be discuss steps of data processing. Okay, so steps of data processing contains the following steps. What are the following steps? One is capturing the data. Second one is the converting the data in a suitable format for the input to the computer. The third one is the manipulating the data. Fourth one is the managing the output. Fifth one is just store the data and information. Okay. First one I will discuss the capturing the data. What is capturing data? Means data may be available in the different forms. Okay. In alphabetical form, in numeric form, in audio form, video form, image form, everything. That is data. So data may be available in the different forms which must be captured before processing. Okay. So this can be an important part of data processing because it will store the wrong data and it will be produces wrong output. Whatever will be put input the data and data that much you will be give the results. So whenever you will put 1 plus 2 equal to 5, then they will be store the data 1 plus 3 equal to 5 and it will produces the output. Okay, so to get the correct output or informations have to correct capture correct results of the data, that is capturing the data. Next one is the converting the data. Convert. Okay, means converting means it will be from convert one format to another format. That means computer will be computer understandable language. That means 0 and 1. Okay, so a computer is the primarily an electronic device. That means a computer understand two digits, that is 0 and 1, that is a binary digits. Okay, so data are available in the different forms that can be directly processed by a computer. Okay, so cannot be directly processed by a computer, so we have to convert the data into suitable form which can be understood. Means it is a human readable form to it will be converted to the machine readable form. Okay, that is converting the data. And third one is the manipulating data. I mean, this steps is an important state of data processing. So means it is also known as the editing process. Okay, so it contains 6 subgroups. Number of groups such as one is classification, one is classification. What is classification? One is classification, second one is sorting, okay, and third one is verifying, fourth one is capturing, fifth one is recording, sixth one is summarizing. Okay, one, this one is second, third, four, five, and 6. Okay, first one is classification. That is means the manipulating the data. Okay, so means editing. In these steps of a manipulation, the data are classified into different groups based on a certain condition. That means this process is similar to get and making a group. So first of all, it will be classified into different group. After that, it will be sorting, means arrange order. So it means sorting is the process of arranging data in the ascending to descending or descending to ascending. After that, verifying, it means it will check the accuracy of quality data, what will be collect the data and what is your accuracy, it is correct or not, that will be verified. After that, it will be comparing what the data can be compared and get one location to another. Okay, that is comparing. So another one is the recording. After comparing, we have to record the data for data processing. Whatever will be processed the data, however the data will be recorded and how will be stored, and that will be processed the data. And second, sixth one is a summarizing. That means it will be completely, it has to store the summary of the whole process. That is summarizing in one of the summary, the short form. Okay, shortest story. So after that, managing the output or results. Okay. After performing the above various operations on the data, will we get the output or results of the information? Yes or no? Such the results can be viewed on a computer screen or it can be collected in a printed form. So that is managing the output. And sorting on the data or information means sorting means that is sorry. Sorting, that is storing the data and information. So this is an important steps in the data processing systems. So the informations or the output results that we have collected from the data, okay, from data processing may be required in the future. So we have to store that results or informations so that it can be used in the future. For the future purpose of the use, they will be store the data in a memory location after processing, calculating, summarizing, everything will be after managing. It will be stored. It will be store the information in a particular locations. For what? For why? Now, again, it will be used or it will be used in the future purpose. So we have to store the result or information so that it can be used in the future. That is the process of the data. That means it is the data processing system or data processing cycle. Okay. That is the function. That is the form of what is data, what is the information, what is computer, what is IT, what are the characteristics of IT, and what are data processing cycles. Okay, what are the steps? Everything I will be discussing in this class. Okay, and in this topic, in this today's topics. Okay. After that, I will discuss and what is hardware concept, and another one is software concept. What is hardware concept? What are the hardware devices? Okay, everything I will discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you so much, everyone.